Her latest show is partly autobiographical, and she has decided to sing some of her mother's most famous songs. It's the first time the show will be seen anywhere, and when I spoke to her yesterday, I asked her why she chose London for that first performance.
Well, they asked me if I wanted to go to London or I wanted to go to New York first, and I said London first because I like it here.
What about, is there not a tribute to your mother and father in it, or some
It's a tribute to my dad, and because it's funny, it's amazing, people don't really remember his work as well as they should. And I've never really talked about my parents on stage, and I thought maybe it was about time I did.
You seem to have almost steered clear of talking about them in the past.
Yeah, well, I never wanted to use them. You know, I never liked anybody who uses other people, and I wanted to, you know, give it a shot on my own before I started depending on that. And I never had to, luckily. So now I just think it's time I said thank you.
Was it difficult to shake off being Judy Garland's little girl?
No, not really.
Did you not feel sometimes that you were perhaps getting parts or whatever because of that connection?
No, that never happened to me. I always had to work really hard to get a part.
Have you very carefully picked your films?
I've tried to, but you know, you can't always do it the way that you'd like it to go. If everything went the way you wanted it to, I think you'd get kind of bored.
And what about Arthur? How did that come about?
Well, that happened because they had sent me the script, and I couldn't quite see it, you know. Couldn't imagine anybody playing Arthur, because it's not a very likable character. I mean, he's a drunk, first of all, which is never attractive. He's rich. He's all the things that, you know, you think are disgusting in a way. And he's spoiled, he's this, he's that. But then they said Dudley Moore, and I thought of Dudley's sense of humor, and then when they said Sir John Gielgud, I thought of Sir John, who I've been lucky enough to know most of my life. And I said, oh, yeah, I will do it. I'd love to do it.
Do you like working, as you're going to do tonight, in front of an audience with the orchestra behind you?
No, it's just nice. It's fun. And I like doing it. You can really judge what's happening right away because it's an instantaneous reaction as opposed to, well, like a film where you wait 6 months and you go and see it. And it's there, and you've almost forgotten what the experience was like. Well, I've been surprised that anything I've done is successful, if you want to know the truth. You never know when you're doing it. Like Cabaret. They sent us off to Germany. You know, it was Bob Fosse, Jeffrey Unsworth, John Campbell, Peter MacDonald, myself. We just went off, and, you know, and Michael York, and we did it. And then it came out, and it was this big success, and it was kind of nice.
Start celebrating right this way, your table's waiting. What good's permitting some profit due?
I mean, each time you do a show, you've got to prove yourself a little bit more, and I think she's going to be wonderful.
I guess she just dares to be extroverted. She doesn't hold back, and she gives everything she has to offer. Everybody else is kind of like too cool.
Good morning, Britain. Good morning, Britain. Excuse me. What's so special about Liza Minnelli, do you think?
Well, she's an incredible actor, and she's a close friend of ours.
And she gave us the tickets?
Yes, and they were free.
How would you sum up her talent?
I don't know, I haven't seen her for 2 years, so I hope she's different from the last time, so I'm sure she will be, because she's a very inventive lady.
Thank you.